y'all, it's me, Lynn Daniel, coming to you today. It is Thursday, April 30th, 2015, and I'm coming to give you an update on my New Year's challenge that I made to myself, the 3 to 5 items on the countertop challenge. And so I want to show you that it's still kind of going. I have a little more items on here. So if you look at it in the terms of, am I following it legalistically? No. But am I doing a better job of keeping everything to a minimum on the countertops? Yes. So this is the countertop where I store the water up here, my bottled water. And so since there is no more room, I have bottled water sitting out. And then I just went ahead and put my smoothie recipe books here because I use them sometimes. So this countertop is bare minimum, and here's the clock. And then over here, this is my lunch bag that I carry every day, and so I just sit it here because in the morning, at night I fill it up, and then I take it with me. Here's my phone charging station. So I have my phone in my hand. This is my phone case. These are bills that will be budgeted, or receipts. Actually, these are receipts. And then I have these garlic bulbs and onions setting out. So technically speaking, all that would be here is this, okay? But since my phone is going to be charging and I'm home, here's my lunch pail. Okay, and then this is the main counter that I use. So on here now, I put the remaining cookie treats in there, and then baking soda, and then my Big NutriBullet RX is here. I got it fixed. This is the new one. And my Vitamix is here, and then I wash dishes here. I'm an old-fashioned gal. I do them in the sink. And I know this needs to be cleaned out. This probably should be part 2 of my challenge, to keep this thing emptied. But so overall, I think, and what is this doing in the floor? Overall, I would say that, stay there please, that the challenge is going quite well. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera around so we can talk. Hey y'all, okay, it's me. So it's me, Lynn Daniel, coming to you today. Is Thursday, April 30th. It is the last day of the month, and I know that because I have been budgeting. Today is like check over the last day of the month that's ending, and then make sure the month that's coming is pretty squared away. So I have been doing that this week. Thanks to Dave Ramsey's Every Dollar, I have totally, well, no, not totally, but I have stepped up from total, like all paper, to now I'm using Dave Ramsey's Every Dollar. And my goal is to eventually get the Every Dollar extended, or whatever they call it, the one that has the exclusive features that you pay for. It's like $99 for the year, which is quite affordable. So that's where I'm headed. But right now I am using the free features on Every Dollar, and I like it. It is a very easy way to manage your budget, and I like the fact that it has the categories and it has line items, but it also has like the pie chart that shows you the percentages of each category. So yeah, it's free, y'all. It's free, okay? So if you're interested, go check it out. I'm not getting anything for saying to go check it out, but I'm just recommending it because I have been using it now. I signed up for it back in March, I think it was. And then when it first launched, I signed up, or maybe it was early April. And then I went ahead and dived in. And so I'm totally on there now. All of my categories are on there. And I feel good about it because It's just another level of accountability, and it's with a very solid organization. I feel yeah, I feel good about my decision there. So I just wanted to come in and say hello, just sort of like a little update. I like to when I get a moment to just kind of check in. I like to say hi to you all, but I also like to just kind of document my progress and then have something that I can come back and look at and say, oh, that's where I was 6 months ago, or that's where I was last year, or something like that. So it's all good. I just to switch topics very briefly, very quickly. I wanted to mention that I've been getting comments on several videos. The video, "Why do so many people hate black women," or something like that, has been getting a lot of interesting comments. So if you all haven't seen that video, go back and watch it. It's not, I mean, the title is quite provocative, but I think it's worth listening to. So, and checking out those comments, because some of them are like, ooh, 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 ooh. But yeah. And then another video that I recently made about why we celebrate Easter, or something related to the dates. Why do the dates of Easter change? Those comments have been quite provocative as well, interesting. They get you to thinking. Some of them have been quite provocative in the way that they will increase discussion or argument, debate. A couple have been quite just mean. I mean, look, you don't use what do they call them? Ad hominem attacks on people just because you disagree. Okay, and it really is quite propelling of thought that people who are not Christians, not all of them, but some people who are not Christians just automatically assume that Christians are dumb, ignorant. You know what, though? To me, it's just another coping strategy to hold on to your own beliefs that you want to hold on to, and reject the concept of Jesus Christ being Savior and bowing the knee to his authority. But anyway, go back and check out that video if you haven't, because it's pretty good. So to talk about my stats class, my quantitative analysis class, the last day is like here pretty much, and that class has been, since I don't function predominantly in that modality of numbers, that's not my dominant way of learning and of behaving or thinking. It's a challenge to make myself see things and analyze things in that manner, and not just in terms of counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, dividing, adding, and subtracting, but in terms of looking at ratios, percentages, how the measures of their similarities and differences, and all kinds of mathematical ways that folks think. And it just already realized that, like my colleagues who are math teachers or math driven, I have some friends who are in, they're accountants, and they work in that realm with money management or finance. They just use that part of their brain, or however is fixed, that is analytical in terms of numbers, concrete, numbers, but infinite numbers and finite numbers, I guess is what you call them, exponents or whatever. And then I don't think like that. I think in terms of language, words, emotions, thoughts and ideas and concepts, and philosophy, and the why, the big why questions and stuff. So anyway, it's been interesting. I mean, that's a long way to say this class has been the most challenging of all of the classes that I've taken in this degree program. And so the next class is twin brother. So now we're going to look at data in terms of those categorical, I guess, variables or whatever. So we'll see, right? We will see. That class starts in like a few days. So I'm loving it. I'm not complaining. I'm just stating the facts of how it really is. So now to talk about, let's see, my grandson. So I'm wearing my necklace with my grandson's initial on it. I don't know if you can see it. It's not real gold. I found this on like hotlook.com back a few years back, and I thought it was so cute, so I got it. And Hot Look, Hot Look, well, however you pronounce the website. And so I purchased this, but and I know Mother's Day. I'm just now realizing, darn it, Mother's Day is coming up. So, you know, so I had told my daughter, my youngest daughter, I Facebooked her a picture of a necklace that I wanted, that I'm saving up for Christmas. I actually have enough saved up for Christmas, but since I did not start off with that little envelope being named necklace, I'm not going to switch it to necklace now. I'm just going to keep it as it is named, and then just add in the envelope for this. So yeah, for the new necklace that I want. So I want like a 14 karat gold necklace with my grandson's full initials, all three initials, and then my daughter's, their initials. And so yeah, and then I'll probably keep this. This is his birthstone, October. That's his birthstone. But so yeah, that's that's what I'm doing on that front. So the Dave Ramsey system, or whoever system you want to call it, I mean, I'm sure he's not the only one who uses envelopes and all of this, but this system really is very practical and is very doable, manageable, and it's very helpful. So if you're not doing a system for budgeting and saving, or at least budgeting, spending, managing, and then saving, check them out. I have not taken Financial Peace University. I have not. The other day, this week, I finally purchased a 5 CD set called Dumping Debt. I ordered that, so I should be getting that in the mail very soon. And so, and I believe that is a part of the Financial Peace University training class or whatever. But I really want to be able to listen to Dave Ramsey as I'm going to and fro, you know, on the highways and byways, and working, you know, when I can multitask, and when I'm doing things that are freeing me up to listen and think and learn. And so I went ahead and got the CDs because I got the app put on my phone, but the app kept freezing up where I couldn't listen to it. I listened to a show once, and then the app didn't work, so I downloaded the app, a different version of the app, and it didn't work either. And then so I downloaded the radio station that his show comes on. He has a station actually on this iHeart Radio app or whatever, and that app kept playing the same show over and over. So I finally removed the two Dave Ramsey apps off. I removed them, deleted them off the phone, and this iHeartRadio app, if it doesn't update itself, I'm going to remove it. And so that's the downside of technology with apps. And so, yeah. So that's where I am. So I'm still working the system. I was starting like in March. I felt I took my little road trip and really was sticking tightly to the budget, but I did overspend. I bought like a red leather tote, but it was only like $60, right? But only that's an excuse because that $60 could have gone to something. But I'm not gonna beat myself up over it because it was a red leather tote and it was actually two handbags. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna put a picture of it in here so you all can see it. It's really cute. I got that when I was in Arizona. And then also on my little trip, my daughter and her friend treated me out to dinner and different things. So I didn't really have to spend a whole lot of money on that trip, although I was being a foodie, going to the grocery store, getting food, and just little things like that. So even though after my trip, I felt while I didn't stick 100% to my budget and I was starting to feel kind of like I was losing momentum, I just didn't wallow in that and I self-corrected and, just tighten the reins and just, pray and ask God to help me. And also what I had noticed that the stress of this class. Now, I shouldn't call it stress because I enjoyed the class. It's so weird. I enjoyed the learning process of this quantitative analysis class, but I admit it was just forcing me to look at data even more analytically and closely than what we do at school when we analyze data. I mean, it's not like I'm totally unfamiliar with the process. I'm quite familiar with how to use data, how to aggregate, disaggregate data to explain a situation or to describe outcomes and to explain a process or a situation, and even to develop a plan for improvement of the outcomes of a situation. So that's the extent, pretty much. And so in many regards it is limited, but this particular class it was making me, my film stopped. It was making me, I was choosing to munch while I was working or reading or whatever. So I have to figure out how to deal with, you can't be munching just because you have to figure out, chew gum or chew something or drink water or whatever. So I have to figure out a way to deal with that. Figure out a way to deal with the frustrations of having to run a test 4 times, 5 times because I'm using the wrong data set, or having to figure out how to explain the darn test results and write it up and not get so frustrated to where I'm like, oh, I gotta have some chocolate. I know this video is boring some of y'all, but this is my world. Welcome to it. So I have been wanting to go get my hair done at the Beautiful salon, and I want to get that nano smoothing process because the nano smoothing adds that protein to your hair. It stretches your hair out, like it releases or relaxes your curl pattern a bit, stretches your hair out from the curl, and then it coats your hair with that protein, whatever, and it seals your ends, and then they apply the heat to it, and it stays for like 4 months. So I really want to get that. It's expensive. It's like $175, and I have not saved for it. But I think I am going to. I think I am going to, because I'll probably try it. I'll probably, my phone keeps cutting off because it keeps saying I'm critically low on storage, which I don't believe. So I'll probably do that in the autumn months before it gets cold. And, you know, before the weather, because the cold really does mess with your hair and your skin. So I figure I should put that extra layer of protection on my hair, even though my hair is well protected every day. So yeah, that's it, y'all. That's it. So I'm gonna show you all my red leather handbag tote that I got when I was in Phoenix. All right, so here's the handbag that I bought when I was in. It's a tote, leather. So it's actually 2 totes in one. So the other tote is in here. There it is. It's like a bag, actually. Look. So I got this, and it was like 60 bucks. So it's not like, you know, I didn't plan it, but so yeah. But it's cute, ain't it? BCBG Paris. Yeah. And and that's it. That is all that I is doing. That is all. I'm gonna turn that off. Close that. Turn that off. Turn that off too. Turn them all off.